Photo of Crissy Field with Golden Gate Bridge in the back. Text, Water Wise at Golden Gate. Ranger Angel Garcia standing in uniform in front of different bushes. Text, Fort Point Supervisory Park Ranger. He speaks to the camera.
What does it look like to be an urban national park that is both water-wise and welcoming in a changing climate?
East Beach Marsh and Wetlands with Golden Gate Bridge in background.
Golden Gate National Recreation Area is located in California.
Panning video of a California landscape with lake at the center.
State where our lives and environment are largely
Photo of Marin rocky coastline.
Defined by the presence or absence of water.
Video of creek running through Muir Woods surrounded by foliage.
California has always been prone to drought.
Cracked mud flat. Video of a tractor plowing through an agriculture field. A spray-painted sign says, "Pray for rain."
And as the climate warms, we will experience longer and harsher periods of drought.
Video of rain downpour in suburban neighborhood.
Along with more intense rainfall and
Aerial photo of San Francisco Bay and Crissy Field. Fog is rolling in.
storms. This weather
Crane perched on a tree overlooking the Palace of Fine Arts.
whiplash means that the amount of water available
Baby deer standing in coastal plant.
for ecosystems and people will become
Photo of a sunset overlooking Crissy Field. Flashing newspaper headlines talking about drought, empty wells, and dry reservoirs.
more unpredictable, and we risk using more water than can be naturally replenished.
Flashing newspaper headlines about how Californians are changing their lawns to native landscape.
Being water wise means rethinking our water systems and where and how we use water.
Video of Fort Mason Great Meadow with statue and Golden Gate Bridge in foreground.
Here at Golden Gate, we are looking at
Video of youth enterprise volunteers on Crissy Field berms.
a few different ways to reduce our water use.
Reyes Rodriguez stands in front of the Great Meadow at Fort Mason. Text, Fort Mason Ground Supervisor. He motions to the meadow behind him.
In an effort to reduce our water usage here at Fort Mason, we turn the water off along
Fort Mason outer perimeter. Grass is completely dry.
the edge of the Great Meadow, and also we try to
Fort Mason Great Meadow with healthy grass.
concentrate on the most usage areas in the center of the Great Meadow.
An aerial photo of Fort Mason. Areas around the Great Meadow are shown to be dry and yellow.
Looking at Fort Mason from above, you can see the difference that shutting
Visitors and dogs on Great Meadow grass.
off the water has made. Visitors still get a green open space to
Video of a map from above panning from Fort Mason to Crissy Field.
enjoy, and we don't waste water on less visited areas. At our Crissy Field site, we decided
Wide video of Crissy Airfield.
to take it one step further.
Mark Nichols stands in front of a wall of native plants. Text, Crissy Field Zone Steward.
Here at Crissy Field, we are reducing water usage by the placement of native plant gardens. We're removing sod areas
Video of different native plants in clusters.
and replacing them with these plants. These native plants have long thrived in California's coastal areas
Mark Nichols on camera again.
that have more of a Mediterranean climate, and these plants are already adapted to live in that climate without
Volunteers and park ranger inserting plants into berm.
watering. By expanding this site with more native plants,
Mark Nichols again.
we give them more room to thrive, more room for them to develop themselves
Video panning across the berms and showing different plants.
and repopulate themselves natively and naturally. The more areas that we change out for native
Mark Nichols again.
plants, the more water we have available to use on our lawn.
Video of a heron taking off and landing.
And we can keep more areas green longer. Rather than leaving more areas of open space, These native plant gardens provide habitat for our small creatures, our insects,
Bees landing on plants.
our other mice and gophers to not live
Youth volunteers planting.
in my lawn and hopefully live in these berms.
Angel Garcia speaks again.
As you can see, GGNRA is trying different ways to reduce our water use here in the parks.
Video of the native plants at Crissy Field.
From simply using less water for irrigation to planting species that don't need as much water to
The visitors flying kites together at Crissy Field.
thrive, we want to set an example of how to be water wise.
Ranger and 2 young boys holding up native plants.
But this is only the beginning. In order to
Video on Alcatraz panning from water cistern to the gardens.
be prepared for more intense periods of extreme weather, we must all work together and
The volunteers and crew in pond.
think of new ways to conserve our water.
Angel Garcia on camera again.
By taking actions like converting your lawn to native plants, or using gray water or rainwater to irrigate the landscape, you too can be a part of the solution.
Background of the Bay and Golden Gate Bridge. Text directed and produced by Aliv Kazakov and Laura Castellini. Cinematography by Aaron Daly, Alice Kazakov, and Alec Blue. Music by Winter Halter by Spock. Edited by Aaron Daly. Special thanks to Mark Nichols, Angel Garcia, Reyes Rodriguez, Laura Elzy, Tori Starling, Maya Rodriguez, and Jacob Neidelman.